Well, anything apart from this. It can't be any worse, surely. Oh, hello. There we go. Now, where do we sleep? Hopefully we get a bit of money coming in, but we've had a bit of a rush of money, so I doubt we will be getting... Oh, I'll follow this guy's example and just park in the way of everyone else. Why not? If it's good for the goose, it's great for the gander. Something along those lines, isn't it? How much money are we going to get? Like I said, we had a big spade of them. I don't think I've got any drivers left. Oh, there we go. Another... guess what? We can buy ourselves a truck now. Thomas comes through after not making any money. Good man. I gave him a pass because he's always reliable. He's allowed one instance where he doesn't make money. Yeah, I know. It's brilliant, isn't it? Look at that, 9 grand from Bonnie. Alright, I'm taking you all out to dinner. Looks like we've got one more sleep. Possibly. Mind you, it depends on the ferry, doesn't it? Oh, we're still in Germany.
Finding a new route.
You don't need to. We're heading in the right direction. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. No, actually, that's probably a reference that goes right over you guys in America's head, because you would never have got that TV show. Unless you saw the movie that came out about 4 years ago, I think it was, maybe a little bit longer. I'm sure that would have been released in yeah, it could do. I'm pretty sure that was released in America. Yeah, the TV show, it's old. I think it was the 70s or something like that, but hilarious. Really funny British show called Dad's Army. And the movie was of the same name. You've heard of it but never seen it. The movie was alright. The TV show was definitely better. It's set in World War II in England, and it follows a bunch of guys who were in the Home Guard, which was sort of like filled with people that were too old, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, or some young people that couldn't join the army for some reason as the last line of defence if they got invaded. So Yeah, and it's quite funny. It is. It's a bit of a laugh, that old Dad's Army. Really good characters. And there's this old guy, Corporal Jones. And his catchphrase was don't panic, while he was saying it while he was panicking. But the way he acted it, the actor did it, was really funny.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
At least we cracked under 100, the 1,000k mark, so we've done 2,000k's, well, actually not quite yet, it was 2.5 on it. What is the times for a cop? We've got an hour. So roughly, what have we got, about half an hour's driving, so we probably won't be able to get another delivery in. Once again, it all depends on the ferry, so I'm guessing if we do, and if they have, it'll be down to hopefully a special transport delivery. If they've got them where we're going, that'll be really good, and we can do a special transport. Otherwise, we don't really have a choice, because obviously, as the guidelines state of this competition, once we get here, we've got to find a delivery back to either Spain or Romania, which I won't be able to do in the time left over. Let's have a look at the scenery all around. I half expected the truck in front of me to have hit his brakes then when I did that. I've had 2 people today, Causey, roundabouts in Spain. Go figure, there's roundabouts in Spain. I am catching up, aren't I? Come on, you hurry up, hurry up. No, you're not going to hurry up either, are you? Let me in, let me in. Come on, little piggy. Yeah, 2 roundabouts. I had my first accident I had in the stream today. It was probably the only one that wasn't my fault so far. It was a car pulled right out in front of me on a roundabout while I was on the roundabout itself. Right in front of me. And guess who got charged for that, even though I was on the roundabout, had the right of way? You guessed it, was me. And again, same thing, just before I exited out of Spain, same deal. On the roundabout, this time I was expecting it, actually. So I managed to avoid running into them. It's just a shame I haven't been able to do that for the rest of the trip. Oh, is this a paying one, is it? Oh, it must be if they're all stopping. Oh, they're totally useless at driving. Oh, I'm in the wrong view, aren't I? It's bumper view day. Cab view tomorrow. In-game day for anyone who's new here, by the way. I alternate between cab view and this view, and occasionally this view. This view and this view is for the scenery, but this view mainly is for the lovely sound of the trucks, which works better in ATS because they sound a lot better in ATS than ATS the trucks, except for when you get to a Scania. And this one, Scania is up there with the ATS ones. And the cab view for the realism. But most people in chat know better, that have been watching me for a while do this. They know this view is actually better for them because they get to see my accidents and crashes in widescreen, which is half the reason you guys come along to watch, isn't it? You're sitting there waiting for me, placing bets when I'll crash. Oh, you confused me with the hour early, but then I realised maybe you guys had switched over, well, come out of daylight savings, have you? Didn't you get a notification? I actually did mention about an hour before you turned up. I was wondering where you were. It just doesn't feel right doing these streams without you. That's how regular you're being. I feel like I'm cheating on you. It's all good, mate. Yeah, I gathered you sort of had a rough week from your first post, your second one. You got to do what you need to do, mate. And first and foremost in it. I wonder how far away this ferry is, actually. It's only a short ferry trip, though. That's the thing. Well, in relative terms, compared to other ferry trips around the location of Europe. But, I'm guessing it'd be a couple of hours, maybe 3-hour trip, so... And I can't quite remember actually if it's where we end up is where the delivery's got to be, the town or the city the delivery's got to be dropped off, or it's a little bit further. But as you guys know, I always get sort of, well, the distance shown on the map to the reality of what you're going to drive always miles out by a long shot. It's always 10 times longer than I think minimum. So yeah, maybe if I can't take the ferry because of the ProMod sync, I could be streaming for another hour before I get to my delivery, even though it looks like it's a 5-minute trip on the map. Oh, I need to get in that other lane. Can I? No, I can't. I won't risk it. I've crashed enough today. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty more opportunities for me to crash, but I need to get into that right lane. Crash into the Renault. With the Renault. I didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. I had a treat this week. I had some Wendy's. Been a while. Had the Baconator Original. And it was really yummy. Oh, okay.
Keep right. Exit. Right.
Yeah, it was really nice, Cosy. Oh. Come on, I've got a green light. No, I don't have a green light. Almost. Problem was I got excited about having a green light. Which of course turned the game into going, nah, we'll give you a red. Oh look, another red light. Bad luck always comes in threes. Where's the third set of red lights? Yeah, no, it's sort of weird. I sort of feel like it's a bit 50-50 actually, but maybe it's the directions. I'm saying that for my own private play, but most of the time I'm probably doing a delivery from Iceland, so where I end up, I'm obviously ending up in a couple of places that sort of have those type of setups more often than not, so maybe that's the reason why I think it's 50-50.
Keep left and then turn left.
There we go. Look at that. I said it as a joke, but turned out, oh no, look at that. Not too bad. Not too bad. You're going to let me in, are you? You're a good lad, aren't you? Oh, it's nice scenery around here, actually. Now, can I go into 11th gear and be able to do 70 without it struggling? I would have been if it was downhill. Mind you, I'm probably being a bit unfair on this thing because I'm used to trucks with what, 700 horsepower. I think the best the Renault's pop out is a 500 horsepower. And that. So I suppose I should really compare it to a Volvo or a Scania 500 horsepower. Mind you, the Mercedes was 500 and was a lot better than this. sucking in the fresh country air. Overgrown grass, I like that actually. In fact, I don't remember ever seeing it sort of like this, giving a real rural feeling. A Doots fire and the weeds. This is actually a nice setup. They should have more of this when you're out in the rural areas. Grass like this. It's the first time I'm noticing it, but I'm pretty sure. Because I love scenery. Even when I go driving in real life, I love going for drives. I love looking at scenery. Landscape. I'm easily pleased.
Get ready to turn right.
I suppose this is an intersection, is it? No, it's not really. Well, it is, but, you know, not like
Turn right.
what I really need to be in the cab for. Glad no one was turning left there. Would have been a bit of trouble. Well, I'll tell you what, SCS needs, if it's the only reason this long grass is, I mean, it just, even from this view, and even more so from this view, it just has a realistic feel to it. And if it's just a Pro Mod thing with the long grass, SCS needs to adopt it. As a standard for their maps, because it's brilliant. Even the flowers, not like the bunch of the big bush of flowers, but the just, you know, the daisies there, whatever they are, and where they placed and how many they are. It's just absolutely fantastic. Just a realistic feel to it.
Get ready to turn right.
Ah, this one I'll need to go into the good old cab view for, won't I?
Turn right.
It's just, yeah, it's realistic. It's absolutely, I'm blown away by it. Really am, in case you haven't noticed. I'm even at the mindset that this is, even though I love Iceland, this is up there. This is one of the best places I've been to in this game. For scenery. By a long shot. By an absolute long shot. I mean, look at the roads with the replaced tar seal. Filling in the potholes and you know what SCS should do? They should just contract the Pro Mods guys to do all their maps from now on. In fact, replace all their maps with the Pro Mods one.
Get ready to turn left.
Yep, same deal. Another intersection I need to be in cab for.
Turn left.
Oh, maybe I didn't. Looks like I got the right of way. What did I just say? Oh, I've got the right of way. Should I bother changing back or should I be alright? What's the time anyway? It's 1:30, 1:34.
Get ready to
Soon
turn
to be
right.
1:35. There we go. Almost magic like, wasn't it? No, in the next step of it. We've still got 8 hours to go. What's it? 4:20 in real time. Just look at, I mean, the grass here. That is white. It's just, well, okay. How long can I go? I could go on all day long for the next 800 streams of this. About how well done this landscape is around here. Yes, northern, yeah, around there on top of Sweden. Oh, yeah. It is really good up there. And I like the fact that automatically, like it doesn't really get dark either because it's so close to the North Pole. Up there, you don't really get a dusk and dawn. You sort of get a dusky dawn. You know what I mean? But it's not completely dark, you know, night time. Which is a real nice touch that they did. Oh, I was going to say, I just noticed this will be a dealer's. I thought maybe 2 recruitment agencies in one day would be really, really nice. Oh, look at that. We don't have enough money for a truck now. We started the day off having enough money for another truck. Now we've gone below the $179,000 mark. I need to get in the other lane. I'll be making a left-hand turn soon.
Go straight on.
Surely we're getting close to this ferry. Come on, you can do it. It's just 5th gear. I'm only carrying 3 tons, Causey. And it's acting like I'm carrying 30. Man, oh man, oh man.
Keep left and then turn left.
There's a DHL here. I think this is the first transfever delivery we are doing since I added the Real Companies mod. Okay, if you're going to let me in, you're going to let me in. See, listen to the struggle in 5th gear. With 3 tons on the back. That's ridiculous. Because the old transfeser, well, the transfeser company is the old RT log. So we literally haven't done an RT log since I put that mod on.
Get ready. Turn right.
Probably have, that's my memory at work again, but to the best of my, well, the worst of my memory,
Turn right.
this is the first time, which means we've done mainly DHLs. Oh, I hope there's no traffic coming. Maybe I need to turn the sensitivity of the steering wheel down a bit. It's a bit sharp on the turning. Doesn't. As in, I'm trying to think, nah, my head's so foggy today. I thought of it when you first said it and I thought this is what you mean. But I'll just clarify. And it went downhill from there, sort of like the truck is at the moment. Because if it wasn't, it would only be doing like 67 kilometres. So do you mean there's not the same amount of companies now than there were with the vanilla one? Or do you mean they don't change exactly, like not all the RT logs are transfeasers, like some other different companies ended up being a transfeaser? Or something else? I don't know if you hear, Cosy, when I mentioned that, I noticed on my wishlist Steam I've got the 2 DLCs, Texas and Russia, on my watch list just to keep an eye on them. And one of them, I think, maybe both of them is, but I'm pretty sure it's just one that's changed its status from TBA to coming soon. Which I think normally is about 2 or 3 weeks before they chuck it into an actual date. And I'll wait for a nice straight piece of road. Like that's going to make a difference to the way I drive to reach that thing. Well, I've noticed that companies I have in ETS, after I put in the mod, has locations from multiple of the vanilla. So more companies. Has locations from multiple. I'm still a little confused because I'm going to reread it until I get it, till my brain starts working again. The company I have in ETS. Oh, right, okay, so the company you have in ETS, which is because you're doing it the same sort of similar way. After I put the mod in, hang on, let me just turn this corner and probably stall. And the mod has locations from multiple vanilla companies. No, I'm sort of confused by the head from the multiple vanilla companies. Sort of don't get what you mean on that one.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
I keep forgetting Murphy's there. Hello, ads. Oh look, it's a bacon burger thing.